Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Tragick. This is gonna be a music one. I haven't did a music one in a while. I was actually looking up to see if someone had a good list of albums that came out in 2011. Yeah. So here's my pick. This is what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be what I think the best albums coming from me came out in 2011. Now, going from this, I'm looking a lot at the list that was said. What website am I looking at? Don't even know. Besteveralbums.com, whatever that is. I don't know. Let me go back to Spin. Let me go to spin.com, the magazine for the magazine. See what they have. Well, I don't know if this is gonna be a help either. Well, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. So they got some things here. It's not actually too bad. Foo Fighters, I guess, had a CD come out this year. It had a couple good tracks on it. Not really like huge in the Foo Fighters, but they did have a really good album come out this year. Um, so I guess I will give it that they did have a good album come out this year. Oh, here we go. Here's the big list here. I did hear the Roots album. And this came out toward the end, 2011. This actually looked sounded like it was really good. Don't really listen to a whole lot of Roots, but I do listen to them every once in a while. Um, I guess the return of Britney Spears. I'm not going to say that I liked it, but it was, I guess, history and music. She came back to music because I think a lot of people thought she was done. Wasn't going to come back probably. Jay Z's album is probably really good. I like the Otis song, and I'm sure there's probably about 4 or 5 other songs on there. So probably half of that album is probably pretty good. Jay Z usually with me he's hit or miss. Like I usually like a few songs, don't like it because he does do yeah. Black Keys. The more I keep hearing them, they're actually a really good band. They're kind of growing on me. El Camino I guess came out this year, so that's definitely got to be on the top list. Um, Top albums this year. A lot of these bands I don't even know. I'm not even gonna mention them. Of course, you gotta say Lady Gaga. If anyone doesn't like Lady Gaga, it's got to be weird because I mean anybody she likes every kind of music, so it's kind of cool. So I have to like her. She's pretty cool. Born This Way came out this year, so definitely. Looking through the list here, seeing if I know any. I don't even know. Wow. All these bands, supposedly the best bands, aren't even like something I heard of. Uh, what in the world? I don't even know what the world is a band. Spin's weird. Spin is weird though. Let's go to the best songs of 2011. Let's see what it says on here. It's a little good God, man, just give me a list for God's sakes. All right, so yeah, you gotta be looking at like a list like that. Like they usually hit. This looks like horrible. I mean, I don't know any of the bands that came out, but Lord, they didn't even mention the return of Evanescence, things like that. Evanescence album, it's got to be one of the albums of this comeback. They're really good. Let's talk about some bands coming out. Five Finger Death Punch. I mean, some really good stuff from them came out this year. Um, definitely those two. Evanescence, Five Finger Death Punch has some good albums. Like I mentioned, Foo Fighters, Lady Gaga, the return of Britney Spears. That's got to amount to something for everybody just to think. That I think a lot of people thought that she was done in probably the music industry, the way she was acting. I mean, probably everybody could have guessed. Eventually, sometime she would have come back. And I guess it was this year or never. She was going to come back. Um, what else did I say? Black Keys. If I missed something, whatever. But yeah, Evanescence, Five Finger Death Punch has some good CDs come out this year. Trying to think of, I believe Soundgarden came out this year too. I could be wrong. That could have been 2010, but I think their album came out in 2011. So that's definitely, and they're already working on their new album. So there you go. Who came out? I'm trying to think who all came out in 2011. Yeah, I mean, you have to say, going by the song wise, Rolling in the Deep by Adele was definitely the big song this year. Other than that, probably Lady Gaga. Her, I think Poker Face was like 2010, 2011. I don't really think it kind of went into both. So Poker Face would be, I think, crossing over. But the other one, I don't remember the song. I don't know what the song name is. The other one would probably be definitely in the top songs list. LMFAO. LMFAO. That band really, really good. They had I don't know if you can say great album, but that song of the year, part of their record. They actually have a couple songs like on the radio. They're really, really good. That was definitely one of the songs of the year. Things like that. Kind of blanking on. I want to say Stone Sour now, but I think Stone Sour came out in 2010 or the end of 2010. So I can't really say them. I don't believe. But Cottonmouth Kings, I believe, dropped an album in 2011. Could have been a compilation, but still new tracks. I'm really kind of blanking. It has been a good year in metal. I know that there has been a lot of albums come out, but I'm just blanking on who actually came out in 2011, who came out in 2010. So I know Black Label Society, I think, came out with one in 2010, near the end, possibly, but then nothing didn't come out with anything in 2011. Manson's come out with a new one next year in 2012. So looking forward to that. Wow, I don't really know, but just want to give a breakdown of what I thought, the top songs were in a Five Finger Death Punch. That's a good one. One of the biggest ones I'm thinking of. Stain came out with a new album and really, really showed that they had that hard rock in them again. That album is tremendous, and I'm telling you, I mean, the Korn album actually dropped in 2011. And I could be wrong, but I think they dropped 2 albums in 2011. Korn did. But they dropped the newest one that had Narcissus Cannibal, which that's a good song, and I'm a Korn fan. I've been, preaching the almighty that, Korn is not that bad. This album was horrible. It was horrible. I only like what I heard so far of the album on Spotify. I only like a couple songs on there, and that's including Narcissus Cannibal. Now, I've heard like 5 or 6 of the songs, and I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to turn it off. It's just horrible. Oh my god. But Stain CD, the new Stain, oh my god. It is amazing. You want a good album, you go out and get a Stain CD. Definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. Five Finger Death Punch, really, really good. I don't think the Avenged Sevenfold came out this year. If it did, that would definitely be in there too. But I think it came out near the end of 2010. Things like that. I'm going to make a video in a moment. Make sure you check that out. Uploading like crazy today. Wife's away, the husband will play. I always say that during one of my videos. There we go. Music news. Just gotta get that out there. Can't really think of anything else musically to inform anybody about. Basically the resurgence of Guns N' Roses we've seen on TV is something that probably needs to be said too for 2011. Is because I think Trials of Democracy came out last year, 2010, and I think a lot of people were like, they kind of wrote it off as oh well, they won't be around for much longer. We're already talking about a new album from Guns N' Roses, and that's really, really amazing And then right near the end of 2011, right here within the past week, there has been, I seen a link or seen a news headline somewhere that says something about Slash has been in talks with Axel, wanting to, mend their, friendship. And if that means what I think it means that Slash is ready to move on. Maybe the other members of Guns N' Roses are ready to move on and possibly do a reunion tour, which would probably put the brakes on the uh, the record that's going to come out this year. So that might be a crappy thing, but while you know they're on tour, the other band members could get together and do an album and something like that. But I mean, it'd be cool to see the original lineup like come back together and and get back together. At least to do like one show, one concert, together. It'd be really amazing to see like them come back and do like a show. But yeah, that has to be said. That has to be a major thing in music this year is that the resurgence of Guns N' Roses and really seeing them in the limelight. And Axl Rose, um, and I was trying to tell my wife the other day, it was a huge deal. One of my new favorite shows, and I know it's been on for a long time, but I just got to watch it. Is That Metal Show, and it's a really awesome show. I love that show. But they got Axl Rose in interview on the show. Hasn't been done. The guy on the show said it hasn't been done in 9 years, and I believe him because I mean, who? I've never seen Axl Rose on TV like in an interview like that, and I mean, 9 years it's been since he did that, and now it's gotten to the point to where it's okay for him to be on TV more because he has a new album. Chinese Democracy finally came out. Some people are out there actually like it. I'm a fan. I do like Chinese Democracy. I think it's a really good album. It's not a awesome album like all the other Guns N' Roses CDs. I mean, it's got to be one of the worst ones, but it's got to be the worst one. But it's going to get to the point. It's going to get better. That just had to come out because all those songs, people want to release. But now they're going to be able to go in, and if they don't, reunite, and they don't go on tour this year with the original band members, which is a long shot anyway, they'll get to go in the studio. They'll get to record some great music, and I think we'll really hear the new Guns N' Roses, and I think it's going to be really good. Um, you can hear aspects of the songs that were released this year, or not this year, the albums that were released on Chinese Democracy. You can kind of tell that they had been kind of stale and that they've been around for a while, but people just wanted to hear them. And that's probably his excuse when he talked about them everywhere else, is because people wanted to hear them and they've been written for a long time. And that's probably why they might be kind of timed songs that have been around for a while. But I think if they go in the studio again, they'll come up with a lot better music since it's going to be like ready and it's for now. So that's been my New Year's review. Thank you for watching Brad Tragick. Keep on watching all the videos I upload. Like I said, I'm a random uploader. Hope you love me. I'm out.